I see joy, I see peace, I see goodness surrounding me. I see love in every breath I breathe. I see God in everything. I see happiness, I see freedom. I see the beauty that lives in me. I see perfection in what life brings. I see God in everything. I feel joy, I feel peace, I feel the goodness surrounding me. I feel love in every breath I breathe. I feel God in everything. I feel happiness, I feel freedom. I feel the beauty that lives in me. I feel perfection in what life brings. I feel God in everything. I know joy, I know peace, I know goodness surrounding me. I know love in every breath I breathe. I know God's in everything. I know happiness, I know freedom. I know the beauty that lives in me. I know perfection in what life brings. I know God's in everything. I know God's in everything. I know God's in everything.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. So glad to have everyone here. I'm Rev.Anne Eisele. My pronouns are her, she, and I say pronouns only because it represents who I am, and I just want to share that with you. And I want to let you know that we are a loving, inclusive community, and we're so glad that you're here, and especially if you're watching us online. So with that, and I hope I don't make things screech, today's the best day ever because we're together. Last time when I tried that, I had all the microphones screaming at me, so today they calmed down a little bit. So with that, thank you and welcome.
All right, our second song is Rise Up, O My Soul. Rise up, oh my soul. Rise up, oh my soul. Yeah, you can stand. Rise up, oh my soul. Let the Spirit flow. Rise up, oh my soul. Rise up, oh my soul. Show me the kingdom wherever I go. Heal the sick anywhere I want, anywhere I want. Anytime I talk, let people love God. Make them stronger with every word, and help them see that heaven is all around. Heal my heart with the courage to play, with the courage to play. Be my mind from yesterday, from yesterday. Tell people what's true, and let me know what's mine to do. Help me to do it each and every day. Rise up for my soul. Rise up for my soul. Rise up for my soul. Let spirit flow. Let spirit flow. Rise up for my soul. Rise up for my soul. kingdom wherever I go. Show me the kingdom wherever I go. Show me the kingdom wherever I go.
Good morning, everyone, members, spiritual family, and friends. Thanks for coming to High Desert Center for Spiritual Living today. My name is Emily Caruth, and here at the High Desert Center for Spiritual Living, we are an all-inclusive center of love. We recognize and celebrate each person as uniquely divine. We view each person as an individualized expression of the one spirit in all. Together, we are co-creating a world that works for everyone. We teach and embody the science of mind principles that support our core values, which are love, healing, spiritual growth, oneness, abundance, service, diversity, and inclusivity for all. Thank you for coming today. Welcome home. Thank you to everyone who's joining us online as well. And say hello in the chat box and let us know how you're doing today. We love to connect with you and hope to see you in person soon. And now, if anyone is joining us for the first time in person, a very special welcome to you. We're so glad you're here. If you don't already have a welcome packet, you can pick one up at our welcome table to the right as you exit the sanctuary doors. There's information about our center, as well as our Books and More gift shop, which will be open after service today during the office hours throughout the week as well. All the ways you can connect with our center can be found in your program, so please take it home with you to keep handy and connect with the office if you have any questions. And now, it's time for announcements. Current events happening at our center can always be found on the concierge table, online through our social media platforms, and the community calendar found on our website. These are all updated regularly, so please check back often, as we're always adding new and exciting opportunities to gather here at our center. The bake auction results. Congratulations to the men as well as the fathers in our community for raising $2,850 for our spiritual center. How do you like that? That's the most we've ever made, and we are so proud. Thank you, all of you, for sharing your abundance with us on that day. We'll have another one coming up because we have the next one is Father's Day, so the ladies will do the baking and the preparing of the delicious foods for sale. It's nice that we have main dishes too. Before, years ago, we've had mostly desserts, but now we're doing main dishes, which is really handy because when you get home and you have this pile of things in front of you and you realize it's all desserts, you're going, uh-oh, what's for dinner? So main dishes are turning out really well. So ladies, we need to bump it up for the Father's Day sale auction next month. The Women's Support Group is the next slide. I don't know whether that's the right one or not. I'm going to go into, there's a Women's Support Group meeting tomorrow, May 19th at 10:30. All women are welcome. And there is a Good Grief Group will resume this Thursday, May 22nd at 5:30. Hosted by Lillian Peterson. Next karaoke this Friday, May 23rd from 6 to 9. Join us, sing, and have some fun. If any of you have never been to karaoke here, it's pretty relaxed. It's really fun. Of course, there's no alcohol, so people get up there and do their thing without any extra motivation, and we cheer everybody on. It is just a blast. If you have ever had a hankering to sing a song in front of a few people, come on out, because it's a pretty small group, and we're all very friendly. So we encourage you to come on and visit us. It's really fun. The garden party next Saturday, come on and we'll do what we can. Frank is going to be having surgery tomorrow, so I'm not sure he'll be there, but we all wish him well, and we will see him very soon. The next slide is Sunday, May 25th, our board meeting. We'll meet at 11:30, followed by Conscious Conversations at 12 noon. And the next slide is the Hefferlin Grant. Is that it? Yes. next one, thank you. The next one is Heffernan Grant. We were able to reach our goal of $7,500 matching funds for the air conditioning. Yay! So we made it, we did it. Thank you for all your great contributions and sharing your abundance with us. We couldn't have done it without all of you. Thank you so much. The next slide is a reminder that our practitioner team is here to serve you every Sunday. You can find a prayer request box in the garden room or see the practitioner of today, which is Anne, Rev.Anne today. Right after service near the piano, there is a quick spiritual mind treatment, which is our science of mind philosophy and what we call affirmative prayer. Our practitioners are here to know the truth for you as you change your thinking and change your life. Thank you, practitioners, for your service. We appreciate you. Now I welcome all of you to join us for hugs and handshakes. This is a time to greet each other with a hug or a handshake. You may remain in your seat if you please. The choice is yours. Take it away, Chris.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just what I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just what I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just what I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. That's right. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you would, we're such a nice small group today. If you wouldn't mind just coming up front so we can be a little cozier. But wherever you are comfortable, we're just glad to have you. So please join me today for the affirmation. I'll read it once, and then you can join me for 2 times. I am a powerful creator. Wow, this is a good one. Ready? I am a powerful creator. I am a powerful creator. Okay, now we're going to read Dr. Ernest Holmes' promise together. They're in your programs or up on the screen. So if you would, you can read along with me, or you can read silently as you read it. So, I keep the promise that I have made myself to affirm in this moment that I am abundant, healthy, wealthy, strong, and happy. I keep the intention to daily speak this truth to my inner soul, telling it that it is wonderful and marvelous, that it is one with the great cause of life, truth, power, and action. I whisper these things into my soul until it breaks forth in song and joy with the realization of the limitless possibility of the soul. And have we not?
I assure my soul.
Thank you. I'm trying to. And so now it is time for our contemplating time. And I invite you just to relax and enjoy the moment.
And now I'm going to ask Joanne to join me to light the flames of faith. We perform the Flames of Faith ceremony to promote the universal consciousness of life, which acknowledges that all peoples and all faiths, all beings, come from one great universal presence, which we call Spirit. The Unity Candle represents the unifying nature of all religious thought and experience, which we honor here today. We light the first candle for the shamanic traditions, honoring the beliefs and practices of all indigenous peoples, the way of primal spirituality. We light the second candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light the third candle for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. We light the fourth candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light the fifth candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. We light the sixth candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We light the seventh candle for all forms of Islam, honoring devotion to prayer and the path of compliance with the will of God as the highest calling. We light the eighth candle for the universalistic religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and peace. We light the ninth candle, acknowledging all forms of new thought, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principle. We light the 10th candle for inclusivity, affirming that all are welcome here. And as Joanne lights the healing candle, please put silently into the light names of loved ones, knowing that they have the experience of Spirit's eternal love.
If you would, just close your eyes and we'll enter into prayer. Oh, as I center myself in this room and all of us in that one power, that one joy, that beautiful light that I call God. God's in and through and around everything and everyone. Of prosperity, of abundance, of love. The power of love just flows in and around everything. And I know that I am one with this source, with this power. And I speak my word for you, knowing that we are all one, children of God, that one source, that one power, that one blessing that's each and every one of us. And I know today just flows easily and gracefully, even through some of the rough waves. Because we know we come together in peace and love and harmony. We come for joy and comfort. We come to be seen and be heard. And most importantly, we come to be loved unconditionally. And I know this community is of all of that grace, of that power. And I'm so filled with joy and love, knowing that I am one with this community and one with each and every one of you. And I'm so grateful for the so many angels today that are making it possible. Emily filling in many different places, Joanne lighting candles, CJ just keeping everything afloat, especially me, and Chris with his magical fingers across the keys, and our lovely, lovely choir with Richard bringing up the soul in the sound. And I gently and easily release this into the universe, knowing that all is good, all is well, and so it is. Amen. As you've probably noticed, we're all kind of doing a lot of things today. But isn't that the way life is? You know, it just keeps throwing things out to you. So I truly am so happy to see each and every one of you. So good morning, my beloved friends. Once again, I'm Rev.Anne. And it is truly heartfelt and deep meaningful to be here with each of you this morning. I know many of our community are away on a retreat this weekend. I had the joy of attending yesterday's Inspirations, and I came away uplifted and grateful, just so grateful for the beauty of our teaching, you know, the shared gratefulness of the hearts that just open up and share. And I encountered, you know, this just powerful and loving spirit that really centers our community. So, you know, as we go through this, and I usually have a headset on where I can move. So I will try to make sure I stay in front of this microphone, but it's a little bit different for me. When my nieces were small, whenever they wore tennis shoes, I used to call them happy feet. And then we do a little dance, you know, with our feet. So they're now 30, but we know that behind here, I'm doing a little happy dance and moving. So I don't have my tennis shoes on, but it's in my mind. So today, I invite you into a spiritual exploration titled, How to Stay Afloat in Rough Waters. And to be honest with you, I had no idea that I'd be living what I am talking about. You know, it's been rough waters this morning, and all I can say is that divine presence just pulls everything together, and all is good. So with that, I want to draw on the timeless wisdom of Ernest Holmes, who is the founder of religious science and the philosophy of science of mind, and also voices of modern mystics, teachers, and healers who really will offer us the tools to meet life's waves with grace. So I'm going to begin with, let me get this right, I'm going to begin with the Foundation of Truth with Ernest Holmes. There we go. So, quoting from him, "I know that the invisible power of spirit is within me, and I let my word be of its nature in me and in the world around me." In these few words, Holmes reminds us that we are never alone. We are never separated from that invisible power that moves through all things. This power is intelligent, creative, and benevolent, and it is with us always, especially in times of turbulence, both within and without. And we can really lean in to this truth. We can choose to be grounded in divine presence rather than in fear or reaction. The power of divine guidance. Holmes also writes, maybe, there we go. No, got to. It's kind of tricky here. Well, it went ahead. So anyways, you get to listen to me. There it is. Yay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Today, I rely upon divine guidance to make straight my way, perfecting and harmonizing every situation in my life. This is a bold statement. Holmes doesn't say he hopes for divine guidance. He relies on it. This is a practice of deep, deep trust. In our most challenging moments, divine intelligence is not absent. In fact, most often, it's most active if we are willing to just pause, open, and listen. But here's the thing. When difficulty arises, like illness, losses, change, conflict, we often react first. We want to run, escape, fix, defend, or withdraw. That's natural. That's human. But in science of mind, we are learning to become conscious participants in our spiritual evolution. We are learning to really just remember, I can rely on the divine guidance. I can take that breath and respond with love. Let me ask you, how often when things feel shaky, do you remember that all is well within my affairs, as Holmes assures us? It's not easy. It's not easy in the moment, but it is possible. So how do we embrace Holmes' wisdom to be present consciously? The answer is going to surprise you. It's practice. Just practice, practice, practice. The Buddhist tradition uses the word namaste as a greeting and as a reminder, which to me, namaste means the being in me sees the being in you. Let me give you an example of that. Whenever we give a talk or presenting, people are rooting for us to succeed. Aren't you rooting for me right now? Yeah. Aren't you here as a community to hear an inspiring message? So I want you to know that I'm here for you. I'm rooting for you. Aren't we rooting for each other? When somebody stands up here to speak, don't we want them to succeed? To feel that love, to feel that support, so that it lets us extend that support to each other. So right here in this sacred community, we can begin again. We can build a culture where the being in me sees and honors the being in you. That's where it starts. And how we listen, and how we speak, and how we just breathe together. So when things get intense, when the moment feels too big, try to take a pause. Take a deep, deep breath. Allow your nervous system to just take a moment to settle. That breath is the threshold between reaction and response. It's a breath. Much of my career has been making presentations, communicating in large and small groups. I've done everything from updating a governor to executive boards meetings to events with hundreds of people, often making high-stake presentations. And when challenges come, often in the form of a difficult question, I learn to pause. And sometimes I say something similar to, that's a fascinating question. And what that does is it buys me time to just take that space and breathe, just to regulate my heartbeat, my nervous system, and then respond consciously. You can do this too. In a meeting, in a tense conversation with a loved one, just pause. Breathe. Let divine guidance rise within you. We are all now in the presence of consciousness, seeing the divine being in ourselves and others. So how do we stay aware of the unpleasant thoughts or guard against negativity? So I'm going to turn to what I think is I did it again. My apologies. I'm going to turn to a metaphor from the beloved mindful teacher of Thich Nhat Hanh. He was a Buddhist monk who touched people all over the world with his teaching. So his quote, which is really the form of my title, is, "The entire sea of water can't sink a ship unless it gets inside the ship." Similarly, negativity in the world cannot put you down unless you allow it to get inside you. This hits home, doesn't it? You know, we got that power. We have the control. In Science of Mind, our teaching, we understand that our thoughts shape our experience. We're not passive recipients of life. We are co-creators with Spirit. That means we must be mindful of what thoughts we allow to shape our inner world. Let's be honest, there's a lot of negativity in the world. Much of what we see on the news or social media is fueled by fear, division, and anxiety. And while it's important to stay informed, we all must be vigilant in protecting our consciousness. Some may need to take a break from certain medias. Others may choose to limit exposure or question the narrative being shared, not from a place of judgment, but from a place of spiritual discernment. Does this message uplift me? Does this help me stay afloat? We do not have to let in negativity. We do not have to let it shape who we are. So I want to use a quote by Catherine Dern, Cultivating Inner Strength. For those of you not familiar with Catherine Dern, she was a dancer in the early 1900s, really a powerful, powerful woman. And this quote really resonated with me. So it goes like this: go within every day and find the inner strength so that this world will not blow your candle out. Isn't that a nice metaphor? It's like a daily spiritual practice. Daily spiritual practice is truly the key. It's where we remember who we are and how we keep our flame alive. And it doesn't have to be elaborate. It can be as simple as sitting in silence for 5 minutes, or just taking that pause and that breath, that deep breath, or placing your hand over your heart and affirming, God is with me. I am safe. The inner strength grows with practice. So let's start with an easy thing. We're going to start with small conversations. So after service today, I invite you to join me in the community room for tea and coffee. But while you are, I really invite you to stay and really listen when you speak to someone. Don't just think ahead of your response. Try to stay present. Softly look into each other's eyes and say silently, the loving being in me sees that loving being in you. This is namaste. This is how we stay strong. Opening our life to beauty. Maya Angelou says, here she does, open your eyes to the beauty around you. Open your mind to the wonders of life. Open your heart to those who love you. And always, always be true to yourself. This is another powerful practice to notice the good, to open up to the beauty, even in the midst of difficulties. Ask yourself, what makes your heart sing? What makes you light up? You could ask it a different way, like what makes me sing in my career right now? What makes me sing as I enjoy retirement? What makes me sing in this moment? When we are touched with what makes us sing, we remember our purpose. We remember the joy, and the joy becomes our guide, even through rough waters. So focusing and letting go. It's going to make it through. There it is. No, one too many. So anyways, you get to hear me. But the quote I'm going to use now is from Reverend Michelle Madrano. She's a teacher and a minister at Mile High Church in Denver. And the quote goes, focus on what you can change, let go of what you can't. I'm going to say it one more time. Focus on what you can change, let go of what you cannot. That's an easy statement, but it's not an easy one to practice. In fact, I'm living through it right now. I am working on letting go of needing to know the outcome, letting go of attachments to material things. I got to tell you, it's not easy, but you're working through it with grace. But it's necessary for me in this moment. So this teaching helps us focus our energy wisely. When we try to control the uncontrollable, we drain ourselves. But when we focus on our own consciousness, our thoughts, our words, our presence, we become powerful creators. Letting go is a spiritual practice and often begins with an affirmation. So try saying, I release what no longer serves me. I focus on what is mine to do. So I just release what no longer serves me, and I focus on what's mine to do. It's like taking that deep breath. So finding meaning and purpose. So the quote up there is by Viktor Frankl, who's a survivor of the Holocaust and went on to write Man's Search for Meaning. The quote is, life is never made unbearable by circumstances, but only by lack of meaning and purpose. This is a reminder to stay rooted in what matters most. Even in the hardest times, meaning is available. Purpose can still guide us. Whether it's showing up for your family, serving your community, expressing your creativity, or simply being present, your life has meaning. When we lose perspective, we lose our way. But when we stay connected to the divine guidance, to what makes us sing, we stay afloat. So living the wisdom, and I'm going to end with this quote referring to the transcendentalist Henry David Thoreau. It was there for a second. Okay, great. He offers us this conclusion. A truly good book teaches better than to read it. I must soon lay it down and commence living on its hint. What I began by reading, I must finish by acting. So it's the acting. The reading is what gets presented, but it's the acting. So today I ask, what will you live from that you will share? It's not enough to hear wisdom. We must embody it. We must live it, practice it, believe it. So, like I said, we're going to start small today. So after service, I just remind you that if someone, it's such a common greeting for us, how are you? So if someone asked you how you are, I invite you to say whatever comes to mind, but to do it with meaning. And, if you say, I'm good, mean it. Then move into a deeper conversation. And it could be as simple as asking, what are you doing for the rest of the day? And being truly interested in what they're doing. This is how we build spiritual muscle. This is how we prepare for rough waters. We practice, and then we practice some more. So thank you. And may you walk in peace today, knowing that no matter how rough the waters may seem, you are buoyant by presence, guided by love, and surrounded by a community that cheers you on. So let's pray. So if you feel comfortable, close your eyes, or if you can see the screen, I have a scenery of water. And I just kind of anchor myself in that presence of God, that source that just guides me, that divine guidance. The divine guidance that guides all of us through our day, through all our days, that brings out that creative power, that breath, that moment, so that we can just pause and relax. That God, that there is that one life, and that one life is mine. And I know that in the midst of all change, all waves and rough waters, there is a deep, deep, steady presence. And I speak my word for you, and we are part of that presence. It upholds us, it lifts us up, and it makes us unshakable through the stormy storms. And I am so grateful for this teaching and for all the support, for all of you who showed up today with your hearts open, your ears open, to listen and to just grow and to take that breath and know that all is good, all is well. And I gently and easily release this into the universe, knowing all is good and we are doing wonderful. And so it is. Amen. Thank you.
And that's Rev.Anne.
Yeah, welcome. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. So, I don't know,
We have the
ushers today.
ushers come forward, actually.
Sorry, ushers come forward. I keep forgetting I don't have a mic on.
No.
Stay put? Okay. Well, let's see. Richard, would you like to be an usher? Diego, would you mind being an usher? Oh, okay. Normally we have a song between now and then, so I know it's been, it's the ad lib time, so please bear with us as the ushers come down.
God is my source, God is my power, God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Joy, joy is my source, joy is my power, joy gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Joy gives me everything I need. God is my source, God is my power, God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need.
Oh, we are truly blessed by this wonderful community that's uplifting. All of the resources that come to us are put to good use. They support a loving, vibrant, healthy community. And we are so grateful for your support and your understanding. And we encourage you to use the donate button to just know that the money does well in this community, this area, this world. And I release this into the universe, into the world, knowing all is good, all is well, and so it is. Thank you. So now it is time for the circle up, is that?
Circle up.
We're circling up, and let's see. Oh, God makes me want to sing. So this is our chance to get up, form a circle. If everybody would like to stand up, Chris will play the tune, and you get to see my happy feet.
I can't help it, God makes me want to sing. I can't help it, God makes me want to sing. It makes me feel so good, I can do anything. I can't help it, God makes me want to sing. I can't help it, God makes me want to sing. It makes me feel so good, I can do anything. It makes me feel so good, I can do anything. It makes me feel so good, I can do anything. anything